Shalom Racha everyone, my name is Rabbi Avram Lubarsky, and I will be speaking to you today about Parashat Mishpatim. This week's Parsha begins with a concept of Evet Ivri, someone who's sold into servitude or sells himself into servitude. We're told that after the time is up, he's given the opportunity to leave and be free. But if he chooses not to do so, there's a very unusual punishment of putting his ear next to the door and piercing it. Rashi points out already this is somewhat of a strange onesh because we don't find that onesh in the Torah. So what's unique about this refusal to go free that we impose this kind of a punishment on the Eved? And Rashi says the following. He quotes Rabbi Shimon Doresh, Manishtanu delet muzuzah mikol kelim shebebayit, Omer HaKadosh Baruch Hu delet muzuzah sheyu eidim b'Mitzrayim keshepasachti lemashkof al shtei muzuzot ואמרתי כלי בני ישראל עבדים, עבדי הם ולא עבדים לעבדים, והלך זה וקנה אדון לעצמו ירצה בפניהם. The question here is, why is this particular Aveira, strange Aveira, why is this Aveira given this particular punishment? Why couldn't we say a person who ate basar v'chalav, a person who was mechal Shabbos, this individual will receive this punishment? Why this punishment for this particular Aveira, and why is the ear being pierced? I heard a beautiful answer in the name of Tzadok HaKohen. What is the difference between a free person versus a servant, a slave? A person who is free is able to look at the world and see the many opportunities that exist. An Eved does not do that. He does not seek out opportunities because he knows full well that the time is not his. Even if he wants to do something, he will not be able to do so because his time is owed by someone else. Explains Rav Tzadok HaKohen, the reason why there's a punishment for the ear for a person who is a slave who refuses to go free, the reason for that is by giving up his freedom, he's giving up his ability to listen and take opportunities that are presented to him. That therefore, this particular Aveira and this particular punishment. The Sforna asks a very important question. We know that the first mitzvah that Klal Yisrael received as a nation is the concept of Kiddush HaChodesh, which seems to be very strange. After all, I would imagine there's much more fundamental mitzvahs that we could have been given first. What's the reason for such a thing? So the Sforna explains is that an Eved is not in charge of his time. And therefore, he's not able to make decisions like the idea which I mentioned before. The very first mitzvah that we're given as a Klal Yisrael is the fact that we're free over time. We determine our new month. We determine how the time is going to be used. And this is why this is the first mitzvah that is given to us. And I think the lesson here is incredibly important. We believe in Judaism that we have to seize all the incredible opportunities that HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends our way. But in order for that to happen, we have to make sure that we control our own time. And as we live in modern age, and there are many things that want us to give up the control of our time, we have to make sure that we never give our freedom and control to any person, to anything, and we retain the control of our time, which will allow us to take opportunities that HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends our way. Have a wonderful Shabbos.